recognize myself for closing remarks. I've been stating very clearly in committees and in my public conversations in service to we the people for many years, reflective of my background in law enforcement, that effective policies that lean towards enforcing the law lead to safer communities and more economically prosperous communities. It's difficult to do business when violent crime or out of control property crime is a threat. Clearly, every American understands that. And for the last 4 years, our nation has suffered from quite a porous southern border. And we were advised that there's executives, there's nothing they could do about it. And they even created what they refer to as legal pathways. America, listen to this. They created legal pathways, they called, for illegal immigration. This is where a corroboration between the previous administration's executive and the cartel human trafficking business and drug trafficking is where you saw actual corroboration between our federal government and cartel operations. So folks would ask me, how long would it take to secure the border if we would enforce the law? I said, if you have a change in policy, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll have things shut down. Like the cartels will need a new business model, man, because they've been making a lot of money. Talking about $1 billion a week by some estimates. And they've been building that business model for years, like wide open, running into our country. An entire country has been the victim of cartel human and drug trafficking. And now the illegal immigrants that are what we call in law enforcement in the game, if they're involved in criminal networks, I can tell them right now, ICE is coming. You can either self-deport and maybe make it back across the border with some of the possessions that you've got, or you can wait for ICE to hit your neighborhood. And the local law enforcement and state law enforcement that is of a mind to participate with federal law enforcement operations, I'm telling all of them, get geared up, get your mind right, get your training and certification squared away, because you will very soon be given the opportunity to join task force with ICE in your state, in your community, to remove criminal illegals from your state and your community. And this is going to be an ongoing operation. I must say that as part of my closing, that I think we're going to have vibrant, vigorous debate in this subcommittee. As long as I'm the chairman, I'm going to encourage that debate. And I very much appreciate the ranking member meeting with me prior to this first subcommittee hearing. And I'm going to do my best to manage both sides. And I am just respectful of your engagement, Ms. Ranking Member. And I thank the witnesses for being here today. We have a lot of work to do. This subcommittee is going to be a part of the restoration of law and order in our country.